Anyway, this is number 53 out of 365 ficlets about the Homestuck series. Holy crap, we're way farther into the year than I thought we were.
Terrifying.
Really,
March has come
You are in
again.
the third month.
really short, sweet, and
You are
simple.
like a fourth of the
the
way
Ides
through.
of March.
Rose, whenever you're ready, you're the first line. Take it away.
Frankly, I don't see what's so miraculous about it. I've had plenty of whipped cream from a variety of sources before. On occasion, I do dabble in the art of confectionery and create my own.
Rose said, quietly tapping away at her old 3DS, lying down on Dave's stack of mattresses, occasionally rolling onto her stomach in a way that indicates a deeper desire for relaxation than what the stiff spring could provide for.
It's just cream and sugar and some vanilla in a stand mixer, and then you let it run until it incorporates a large enough volume of air to develop into whipped cream. Nothing particularly outrageous about that would require one to pay exorbitant prices for whipped cream in a tub. I just simply fail to see the appeal.
I mean, doesn't whipped cream melt if you just let it sit there long enough?
Dave asked, grungingly, lo-fi hip-hop beats emanating from his synth pad, thumping his decks every so often with hammer blows of low-bass tunes, bouncing back and forth across the plastic surface. On his computer screen, a DAW, possibly Ableton, chugging along happily, responding to every tap of the plastic square on his sequencer with the bright chirping of synthesized sampling screaming out from his nearly as loud enough to volume to bother the otherwise very unflappable Rose Lalonde. That was a lie, of course. Rose was very flappable. Perhaps the flappablest, although she decided quite strongly not. This is a word that exists now.
Like, you do that whipped cream in a bowl thing, and then you let it sit there while you cook the rest of your pie. Wouldn't it just kind of fall apart into cream with sugar in it? I've never made pie with cream or anything, or really anything that's not frozen, because we live in a Texan igloo, and I'm incapable of eating anything other than Stouffer's frozen dinners and on-iced pot pies. Although, not for lack of trying. No, so I can't really speak here for anything other than I'm a human who just has eaten whipped cream before in my life and it has a tendency to melt all over my goddamn flapjack. So I'm really just speaking from antidotes here.
Dave rattled out just as much force and continuous voltage as the music he was in the middle of stitching together like a Frankenstein's monsters, Adam Frankenstein, with shitty lo-fi EDM that he might put on SoundCloud. But then again, maybe not. Where were he? Correction. Oh right, Cool Whip.
That shit melts.
Dave, my dearest friend, you would just make the whipped cream last and then not put it on a hot pie.
Rose explained. She made a face at her 3DS screen, inevitably to some kind of failure in the game that she was playing. She hated it whenever her attempts to clip through polygons at odd angles so that she could fly out into the game world and softwalk her 3DS inevitably failed. When it comes to traditional style of video game failures, she couldn't give less of a shit. But she really hated having to pull off all pixel perfect effort to a little wall clip. Lame.
Oh, right.
Dave replied, grabbing his iPhone and leaning back in the stolen office chair of his substituted for an actual computer chair in the Strider household.
Well, I'm going to look it up, because I have all the intellectual capacity of a decaying tomato and know nothing about Miracle other than it's whipped cream in a tub and it's frozen and you defrost it. Bro usually gets ready whip.
The stuff in the can that you can get deliriously high off by inserting it into a nostril and pressing in just the wrong way. Don't do that at home, kids.
Rose asked, quirking an eyebrow at her console's.
The very same.
Dave replied.
Oh wait, it says here that Miracle Whip is a kind of mayonnaise. No way to.
He paused for effect, turning his entire body backwards towards Rose so that she could see the air quotes very clearly.
Sauce condiment. Legally. like, I guess how Kraft cheese is technically not plastic. I don't want that on my pie. Well, maybe maybe a pot pie, but that shit's spurious? That shit's spurious. I'll take a rain check on the Miracle Whip sundaes, unless I can force you to eat one too.
That's quite strange. I could have sworn with all my heart and soul that it was shitty whipped cream in a tub.
Rose replied, shrugging, while Dave turned back to his computer before thumping his forehead.
Oh, that's cool, apparently.
Dave answered. Another minute of phone.
Frankly, I don't see what's so cool about it.
Rose began, breathlessly and immediately. That was very good.
Shitty mayonnaise. What the fuck are they talking about?
Who was mayonnaise?
cry.
Did you know that?
I gotta say, like, from European point of view, I have to say that both of these things are terrifying to me. And that's that on that.
As an American, I can
Imagine
agree.
Shitty whipped cream.
Imagine Cool being made out of mayonnaise. Ugh.
We got Cool Whip 1.
We need to do a vote. Who's pro mayonnaise? Let's get that out of the way first. Mayonnaise is
pro
good
I like
Mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
in some circumstances.
I will eat mayonnaise straight from a spoon. I do not have any. I don't have any say in this.
I'm
Curd!
not that pro
Despise
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise, and we used to have like similar lunches. And so whenever like I take out the mayonnaise bottle, she'd make a face, and then I'd like jokingly like offer it to her. And she'd make another face, and it's very funny.
All right.
I'm divided by friends who like mayo and friends who don't like mayo.
I like mayo on a sub with chicken. Their chicken, it's the blend is good.